Yeah, John Coyle taking a very close look at Mark Delaney, who is down again. They're right in front of us. He's up at 8.
Well, you have to give the man credit.
Calzaghe so fast, Delaney no answer. And John Coyle stops it quite right, all over. Almost in tears. And this is how it finished.
Yeah, this was the end. And it was thumping. Left hooks up the southpaw stance that eventually forced the referee to intervene. And here is the end. Cuffing left hooks. And again. And that was enough to force the referee in.
He could call it off anyway. But Benn's got to watch himself. He's made himself very open on his way in. And Gent's coming firing back again. Oh, yes!
Gent! Benn in trouble! I've never seen a round like this in boxing. Unbelievable!
Oh, right hand again for Gent. Benn's in trouble! Whoa, this is some stuff.
This is one of the great rounds of world title boxing of all time.
Benn's in trouble.
He sure is. And there's still time left. Last 15.
When the exchange punches, Gent is actually staying straight and
left hook down again.
Fight's over. That's it over. 3 knockdown rule.
If he gets up, the bell can save him. Up at 8, and there's the bell.
Oh, they can't save him. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. And Gent back on his haunches.
In goes Benn for the finish.
He's a cracking finisher, Ben, but he does leave himself open. Oh,
right and down.
3 solid right hands.
4th time Gent on the canvas.
I
don't think Larry O'Connor's going to let him take too much more here. But they come.
There he goes, he's letting him go. This is it, I think.
Gent hasn't got much left.
That's it.
And that's it. It's all over.
Now, there's a bit of excitement for you, folks. 10 minutes. Incredible stuff. Paul Thompson. Here we have the finish again. Solid right hand to start the round off. Bang him around the body. Few right, little short right uppercut, and then clubbed him around the side with the right hand. Watch this one, bum. That was the one that got him down on his haunches. Missed him with the right uppercut, but the right hand round the side had done enough. And really, it was the accumulation of knockdowns, and here we go again, right hand round the side, and that was enough.
When I say the top of their game, they're both going to improve from here. They're both really...
And Fielding is down inside the first 30 seconds. That right hand upstairs. Fielding down, up at 7, but badly shaken. Joe Gallagher was saying in the build-up, it's the right hand upstairs that's going to do the damage. It's nailed Rocky already, and he's in big, big trouble. And this, which we look forward to so much, might be a big anti-climax. Can Smith get it finished here? Can Rocky survive? Can he land something? Shaken again, Fielding, but showing great grit, trying to survive here. And Smith really launching in. Those body shots. Fielding taking punishment on the ropes. Digging his teeth, gritting his teeth, digging in here, Fielding.
He can't set himself to come back with a power shot. This is terrific stuff from Smith. He's not allowing Fielding. Fielding's in his body weight forward now, so he might get some power into a shot.
He put a lot of work into that last minute though, Callum Smith. Does he need to regroup? Body shots coming in, Fielding though just covering up, trying to block and survive. The legs look unsteady from Fielding. He's up against the ropes, then gets a shot of his own in. Well, if Rocky Fielding can come through this, that is one heck of a gut check right there. He took big shots against Noe Gonzalez, who's another fringe world contender, and he took them and stopped him.
Now, this is a huge round though for Callum Smith.
But look at Fielding digging in, and Callum Smith though just grins at him, and Rocky grins back. Fielding up first. This is a terrific effort from Fielding, who comes back, but then gets caught with a left hand.
That was a hurtful punch, that one. I think that's knocked everything out of fielding. If he comes back for this, he needs the bell, and there's still more than half a minute to go. That was a terrific shot.
Smith was just shaking his head at him and said something, as if he knows he can finish this whenever he wants, and it looks like it's all over right here. Rocky Fielding down again in desperate trouble. His courage gets him on his feet, but he's done. Phil Edwards has to stop it. Inside a round. Callum Smith wins the Battle of Liverpool. Callum Smith wins the British Super-Middleweight title, and he does it spectacularly.
When he got back up, he took some terrific punches from that point on, but kept firing back. Just when you thought, that's the knockdown again, just when you thought it was over, he would find a punch to come back with of his own.
Right,
he actually shook.
There's another one.
Yep.
But he's still on his feet. It takes that left to get him down, but the damage was done by those right hands. But that is wicked power with both fists. I mean,
but this is him coming back next, showing tremendous, and he gets caught with that. Now that was a heavy knockdown. It caught him high in the head. A punch like that you catch on the jaw, you recover from it, but it caught him high in the head. It scrambles your brains. And I didn't reckon there was any way he was coming back from that. The courage he was showing at the time there just was his undoing, but there was no way he was going to come back from that. That just took everything away from him.
And you could see after the third knockdown, the legs had gone completely. I mean, that was just a brutal, sustained assault from Callum Smith. Such accuracy, such hurtful intent with both fists, and even here you have to give Rocky Fielding huge credit. The instinct is to get up, but Phil Edwards had an easy decision here.
Yeah, the fight had been knocked out of him. Huge punches he took, and as you say, with a fighter's pride, trying to get back up.
12-rounder, he's done the 10-round distance on several occasions, but Marcelo Coceres now venturing into the unknown, the championship rounds against Billy Joe Saunders. Can the man from South America continue to catch the eye here, catch the judges' eyes? So many of these rounds have been so close that they can be classified as what you like rounds.
Yes. Better.
Oh, caught him.
He's hurt.
Lovely little sharp left hook. That's a big difference maker, and it's really affected Coceres. Suddenly the wheels have come off. Look at this. Is he going to beat the count? Only just. The timing on that left hook was perfect.
Yep.
He doesn't look sharp at all at the moment. Coceres, can he get himself back together here? Saunders, out of nowhere in the 11th round, has suddenly made a big move. Can he finish the job here? Can Coceres respond? Out of nothing, that little left hand.
Work, gentlemen, work, Billy.
Gets him again there, doubling it up. Coceres in trouble on the ropes. Saunders looking for the finish here.
Looking for the room neck to get the big shots off.
And then the response comes back, but Saunders looking really strong and dangerous with that left hand. And then the right uppercut comes in and just takes him down again.
What a shot.
Oh, that was a beauty. And he didn't see it coming. Had so many lefts coming at him that wide right uppercut has taken him down for the second time, and there's still over a minute to go here in the 11th round. Saunders gets sent back by Ray Corona into the neutral corner, but he's moving in for the finish here. The Englishman on the brink. The Argentinian on the brink of defeat. Run down it goes again. All resistance has gone.
Yeah.
And that is all over. Wow.
Well, that's how a champion pulls
That's
out.
what
when
you
it's
do.
not going well.
Ninth time. And once he caught him, there was absolutely no way back for Coceres. Softened up with that jab, and then that terrific left hook right there.
Yeah, they're heavy shots. Just what he needed at that stage in the fight. Championship rounds.
That's the one.
Look at that shot.
That's the highlight reel shot.
He got full leverage on that shot.
I tell you, Coceres did incredibly well to get up from that.
Very well.
All his resistance had gone.
Very well.
And once he did get up, though, it was just to face more punishment, and he had absolutely nothing left at this point. Any clean connection was going to put him on the floor. And Ray Corona doing absolutely the right thing there. That's one of those stoppages you can't argue with. The man had absolutely nothing left. Well, you can't.
Silver of Ryder, the smaller man, more compact. But a good start from Ryder, looking solid here.
Yeah, he looks comfortable up close, John Ryder, when he puts his shots together. His feet are nicely under him, landing a nice uppercut there as Cox left himself open, leaning forward.
Good right hands as well, and down goes Cox, and he's in big trouble here in the second round, just like he was against George Groves. Is he going to make this?
That's not a body shot, that's a head shot.
Knocked out, second round, all over. John Ryder with the win of his career, and Jamie Cox sees his super middleweight dreams go up in smoke. He'd worked so hard for this, and the finish, a right to the temple. And down went Cox, a befuddling type of punch.
Well, it was a delayed reaction, which you saw then. It just shows how them punches can scramble the sensors. You know, the central nervous system there deceiving him, shutting down. As he's trying to stand up here, he was facing you and I, Adam, as he tried to get up, and you could see that he had a vacant look in his eyes. His legs were gone. He didn't know where referee Ian John Lewis was there with the count, and that's why he argued, but he didn't beat the count.
His eyes weren't looking, really. Was there a slight mistiming? I don't think so. He was still in a real daze here, and just as he got up, that was, well, that's the rules. You count to 10. Ian John Lewis stops the fight, and it was that one little shot from John Ryder, who'd started really well and really effectively, but Cox crumbles again. What a disaster for his team after everything they put into this, but what a victory for John Ryder. When it mattered most, he delivered.
And look how he did it. Right hook there as he sits back on the ropes behind that shoulder. Very tight, neat, tidy defense, and to counter with that right hook so accurately, I mean, massive plaudits there for John Ryder. Great finish, and unfortunately for Jamie Cox, he didn't know what hit him.
He's watching it, the replay back, actually, Jamie, on the big screen. The legs went. He just can't believe it. But you've got to credit John Ryder with the knockout victory of his career. It was on the line tonight for John Ryder. He'd failed in 3 British title tilts. I'll tell you what, he might get more than a British title shot at this rate.
Particularly earlier on in his career. There's that blood around the left eye now of Bute, who's showing great courage to stick in with this.
Yeah, but there's no question who's in the driving seat, is there?
None at all. Absolutely none.
Froch is in fire, so whatever Bute throws at him, he'll just walk straight through it.
I think you said it there. It's a Nottingham Forest fire, isn't it? That's what we've got here. Oh, there's that right hand! The referee might have stepped there. There's more! He's stopped it this time, surely! He goes sacks against the ref. Now he's going to give a count. There are people who've got in the ring. He can't go up, Bute. He can't, surely. No! Eddie Hearn got in the ring and
it's all over. The tension's there and it's all over.
It's over. Carl Froch, once, twice, 3 times a champion.
Poker's face. When he's hurt, you can tell he walks back, he staggers back. He's trying his hardest to hustle, but he's not a good hustler.
We saw that
this is when
Carl Froch fight, how badly, you know, how badly he fell apart when he got.
And here we weren't.
Should have been knocked out.
At the end of this fight, Glenn, we weren't sure whether the fight was over or not. The referee didn't make it clear he was going to give him a count. In fact, he did count him, but Eddie jumped into the ring.
He did jump in there.
No. Eddie jumped into the ring and could have caused a disqualification.
He could have caused a disqualification.
He could have caused a disqualification.
Well, look, watch the ref jump in now. He jumps in as if to stop it.
But he counts him, Glenn.
No, I know he does, but watch when he jumps in. I mean, that was legitimate, the way he jumps in there. The guy is out.
Yeah, but
Bute is out. Then he decides to give him a count.
What Eddie saw
bad refereeing,
what Eddie saw was Lucian's cornerman get up on the apron with the towel. So he thought they were going to
Let me tell you something, Johnny. I was in the rules meeting yesterday, and the IBF officials tell us if the
Tremendous output from a fighter of Canelo's caliber, and as highly respected and ranked as he is. But he's hungry to make dramatic headlines in 2021. just devastating. Yildirim comes up smiling, says, it wasn't that bad, but boy, did he take some punishment. And he feels the Miami heat.
We've seen Jack Cullen in the past in terrific tear-ups, for example against Felix Cash in 2019, and he's going to have to find all of that resilience here.
This could get interesting, this. Pacheco starts to really let his hands go, but Jack Cullen opts into mix fire with fire, walking onto a right hand there.
And it might be one of those occasions when the spirit of Cullen is his undoing, but he's pressing forward, trying to make it uncomfortable for Pacheco. But will he walk onto one of those right hands?
Never really in the dull fight, Cullen. There's so much fight and dog in him, and we're seeing that again this evening. Good feinting from Pacheco, trying to draw out the lead of Cullen. Doesn't take the bait. Good movement as well on the feet from Pacheco, who's backed up slightly, just moved back round to the centre of the ring, allowing space behind him.
But again, Cullen having success with that left-hand lead. Sharp combination in response from Pacheco.
Good jab up and down with the shot from Jack Cullen, starting with the body, then back upstairs with the shot. Blocking the left hook from Pacheco. Oh, beautiful shots.
And now Pacheco starts to open up, and now we're starting to see some of the variety that's attracted so many compliments in the professional career of the youngster who turned over at the age of just 17. Cullen, though, once again showing tremendous sturdiness, taking those solid shots.
Yeah, violent punch, and Pacheco when he lets him go really is eye-catching. But Jack Cullen having none of it, closing the gap, trying to rough up the younger man, unsettle him, take him out of his rhythm. Nice little short left hook to the body from Pacheco. Sometimes, you know, it's not a bad option, though you're in the firing line, and someone like Jack Cullen just to get on the chest of Pacheco and to kind of nullify the work. The good work that Pacheco does at range. When you get close, you can rough up, you can hit your man around the side of the head, trying to unsettle him that way. But Pacheco, he looks composed, doesn't look unsettled at the minute. Get behind that jab again. Good jab from Cullen, though.
By getting up close, Darren, Cullen can then limit the prospect for leverage for those shots from Diego Pacheco.
Yeah, when he gets full range, full rotation on those shots, Pacheco, that's when he generates the power. Nice uppercut, but back comes Cullen with the jab. Good action.
Yo creo que ya está bajando un poquito las manos, hay que tratar de trabajar en los hombros, ya toqué, el cuerpo ya está pegando.
Yeah, good action from both there. Some really good shot picking from Pacheco. But Jack Cullen having none of it, always looking to get the last say in the argument. I think we might see a pattern develop here. It'll make for a very good fight.
Hey there, mate. Hey there, mate. So you can have a drink. What's up?
Picking up on what you were suggesting, Darren, Michael Jennings, the former British welterweight champion, in the corner, saying to Jack Cullen to close the gap. As Pacheco again fires off that right uppercut. just shy of the target this time around.
Yeah, it's a good shot from Pacheco, that uppercut. The guard was wide. Oh, another right hand.
And it's the big right hand over the top this time. Missed with the uppercut, but gets through, and it's the body shot once again. He was beaten by a body shot in the European title fight against the Frenchman Kevin Sajo, and he struck and hurt to the body once again. And there's a long way left in this, the fourth round. Cullen in desperate trouble. Pacheco now follows through, and the referee dives over to rescue Cullen on the far side of the ring. And so Diego Pacheco.
You see some good stuff there from Pacheco. Cullen looking to fire back, and as he fell short of that right hand, he's just slipped the left into the body. He took a nice right hand there. Look, he's right over his front foot as he throws out, and I think the same thing happens again. Jab there, falls over, and he just steps to his side. Little movement, Pacheco, it gives him the angle to find that left to the body. So hurtful, and you can see there he's still gasping for air, and you see he steps in with a double jab, huge right hand. He takes the sting out of the shot, Cullen, but he can't do nothing about the last two shots. Big punching, Diego Pacheco, looking devastating there. Big finish, big victory.
And whatever he takes from that performance, Darren, and we're seeing it here from different angles, the fight week in London, in a different country, and the time zones and all of that, and the different kind of preparation would have been huge as well.
Massive experience, more strings to his bow. Such a young man, but now 18 fights, 15 knockouts.
He snuck one in there a moment ago. Lots of time for Callum Smith, who wobbles Bauderlique a second time. Bauderlique on shaky legs, and a dangerous puncher in Callum Smith is all over him right now.
Bauderlique needs to throw back here.
Bauderlique trying to throw back. The referee having a close look at this one. Bauderlique barely with the energy to hold on. An eternity for Smith to work with here.
Bauderlique's taking a thrashing here, but he's throwing back, and his eyes are open. He's aware of what he needs to do in order to stay in this fight.
I think Callum Smith has made the calculation that he doesn't think Bauderlique can hurt him. So it doesn't matter the circumstances he's walking into here. He's going to walk right to him.
Two good bodies. Yeah, two good bodies.
Oh, and down goes Bauderlique, and nearly through the ropes. That is it. A beautiful left hook knockout.
To be in these fights where he's not blowing guys out like he was at 168. Oh, beautiful counter. And I had said the round earlier, Callum Smith was throwing everything with power. This punch was not. He just let it go. He kept it really loose. He used it as a counter. It was a catch and shoot shot with the left hook. Caught Bauderlique high on the head. Beautiful catch and shoot. Short punch over the top. Very, very nice punch, and it's the punch he wasn't trying to hurt him with that he caught him with.
That's a very tough punch to get hit with, too. If you get caught in that area, that can discombobulate you.
Yeah, those high in the head shots give you that little crook in the neck, can take your legs away. And speaking of taking the legs away, this double left hook, body head, as Bauderlique was throwing his own left hook, that's the worst time to get hit with a left hook. It's like a head-on-head collision. I tip my hat to Bauderlique. He is a warrior. He was throwing shots while hurt, and that's why he got knocked out the way he did.
A devastating knockout. Wow.
Double left hook, textbook stuff. Body and head. Very, very tight. Got his head offline. Great technique there by Callum Smith.
The left hand from Groves.
Let's not forget, as guys get tired, what gets through is the better technical work. If they're both tired, the better technique of Groves can pull him through if he remains calm and if Froch doesn't make adjustments to it.
Yeah, well, for another round where Groves is producing, he's the one improving. Big right hand, doubles it up.
Looked really sharp there. Looks in really good shape as well, Groves.
And Froch is just a little bit too predictable at the moment. You know, he's just marching forward. I think that, as I say, signs of frustration. He's walking onto punches.
And you can see the confidence flowing from Groves now. The longer this is going on, the success is coming. But Froch digging in, there's more of those body shots. and he stays with it, but catches another left hand. Digs in deep, sucks it up, and gets him! Wow! Right hand has destroyed Groves! It's waved off already! Charlie Fitch saw enough! What a shot! You will not see a more explosive finish than that! A bit of proposal in there. I mean, well, let's have another look at this one now. I mean, this was unbelievable.
Well, George Groves didn't perform, Nick, because Carl Froch did not allow him to perform. And look at that, as soon as that punch landed, and look at the way his leg has folded from under him. When the referee Fitch sees that, he knows no point whatsoever in counting here. The fight's over, so it's over. Terrific punch, and at a time when things looked to be going against Carl Froch, as though George Groves, who didn't really perform the way he did last time, seemed to be getting a foothold, seemed to be turning things around, then one punch again takes everything away from him.
Look how he set it up too. He came with a feint first, then he came with a hook right hand. He cut the distance just a little bit with the first feint. If we get another look at it, I'll show you. He cuts the distance with a short feint first, then the hook right hand. Watch the feint. Here's a feint right there. Cuts this and a hook right hand. The hook is a throwaway punch. It's not meant to land. What it's meant to do is take his eyes off the right hand that's on its way.
And Froch knew the moment it landed. He just walked nonchalantly away, and Charlie Fitch knew. You have to credit Groves that somehow his instincts are to get back on your feet after this.
Watch, the hook is just a smack. See, it's a throwaway punch. This is a design combination, hook right hand. It's the right hand you want to land. And he threw it, and he executed it perfectly. Groves fell for the bait left hook.
Yeah, and Groves turned away from the punch. The only way to deal with a punch like that you can't block is you pull your chin down and try to strengthen your muscles, your neck muscles. But he actually turned away from the punch, and he caught it side on. And that's what made it the finisher. It was a beautiful punch. Watch he turns when he sees the punch coming. Look, turns away from it. And it hits him bang in the chin and just scrambles his brain.
Jim, I don't know if he saw it. I think he was throwing his own left hook. He might have seen it at the last minute, tried to throw it.
No, well, I think he pulled away from it, Paulie. I think he saw it coming, but it was too late. His own left hand was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, and a straight line is always gonna